what's going on, guys? Hey, real quick, well, this ain't gonna be a quick video, but tier list, guys. An updated tier list. We got a bunch of changes, and this is gonna be a realistic ass tier list. Totally serious, okay? So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Oh my god, starting off with my favorite class, a Marksman Hunter. Oh, such a beautiful thing. Guys, I'm putting this right in the S tier because every time I get in the arena, man, I just re-rolled this shit. I'm having the fucking time. Like, I'm actually excited to log on the game and play this game. Like, since Shadowlands, when I was playing Sub Rogue, after that, I haven't had fun. I hated Dragonflight, hated it. But like now, I found my true love, a fucking Marksman Hunter, dude. I'm lining up every single aim shot. I'm going, scout, boom, like. Fucking damn, dude, this shit's so fun. Like, if you guys never tried Hunter, try it out. You'll have such a blast. S tier. It has so much utility, has so much CC possibility. It has 2 stuns, man. Freedom sack, a lot of healing, like a lot of. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, we got the steroid abusers, the needle guys, the arms warriors. Honestly, arms is kind of like meh. It's not that good right now. Like, I mean, it's good, but it's like it's not insane. So like. I'm gonna put it in B tier, man. I mean, you guys are all right. I don't see it being A tier. I just don't. Sorry. Outlaw, I'm still keeping that shit in S tier. These guys are still cranking. They're still pumpers, man. These wizards are just shooting shit out of their hands, and they're doing like 500 million DPS. Across the board, by the way. 500 million DPS. Even after the changes, they're still nuts. I don't care. I'm keeping them there. Fight with me all you want. I don't care. Arcane Mage. So today's Tuesday, and these are like the buffs and the nerfs just came in. Arcane Mage, I still don't think is gonna be S tier. I think it's gonna be like high A tier with the changes. It got a lot of good damage changes, and I think it needed it. Considering you pretty much, no, you didn't gut Frost Mage, but I don't know. I think Arcane and Frost are both gonna still be decent, but I'm definitely gonna put this spec of mage up at A tier. Yeah, especially if you're good Arcane, you can probably do very swell with it, okay? Assassination Rogue, I love this spec. This is like, I love it, all right? I actually have a lot of fun playing Assass. I'm gonna put it up in A tier as well. It has a lot of damage output, has a lot of utility, you know? It does a lot of damage in my opinion. Like, all around, it's a pretty solid spec. I'm not saying it's the best thing out there, but my god, dude, this thing absolutely cranks, and I love it because it actually has an execute. Like, once you hit 10%, you are auto dead, bro. Instantly dead. Like, you don't know what happened. You just exploded, man. You're gone. So, Assass, man, paired with the right comp, or even if you do, like I said, solo shuffle, I'm gonna say you're doing pretty good, man. I'm gonna say you're doing pretty freaking good. Boomie! Fucking boom chicken, man. Shit, dude, what do we do with this one? Like, I'm always confused with the boom chickens, man. Like, even after the changes, are they A tier? Or should I put them like high B tier, maybe? Like, the top of B tier. Like, the epitome of B tier. Like, I still feel like they're really good. Really strong, maybe low A tier, high B tier. Like, where are we at with this? I'm gonna say like, because I feel like some motherfuckers are gonna message me or comment and say you're an idiot because you didn't put Boomie in A tier. Listen, I'm gonna stick to my guns here. I'm keeping that bitch in B tier, even after the buffs and changes. I don't care. And a lot of people are freaking out about Marksman Hunter. I've seen some people put in the S tier. I'm gonna put him high A tier, man, because like, what the fuck is gonna go over? No one wants to see the zoo anyways, man. Like, I get sick and tired of seeing the Pittsburgh Zoo, you know? That was in Dragonflight, Shadowlands. Like, no, actually, Shadowlands was more marksman survival. A lot of Dragonflight was BM Hunter, and I'm not a big BM guy, I won't be honest with you. But, I mean, overall, as the class, with all the buffs and everything, it pretty much has the same shit as Marksman. I do think Marks has way better burst, though. I will put BM at high A tier, because I don't know if it's better than Marks at the moment. So let's just play it safe and put it at A tier, okay? Demo Lock, you can stay in C tier because I don't like you. You made me quit the expansion. I hated Dragonflight because of you, and you can stay there, you rotten son of a bitch. No, I'm kidding. Demo Lock, it's maybe B tier. Maybe. I mean, I think in solo shuffle you do okay with it, so I don't put it in C tier. Nobody's playing fucking Demo anyways. We're playing Affy. Dudes, I did like a lot of research before doing this video because I didn't want to seem like an idiot. So, and I watched a few tier lists. Nobody's really talking about Demo locks anyway, so no one's gonna pay attention to that, right? Destro. Actually, Destro's kind of nutty now. Is it not nutty? Like, even with the buffs. I'm gonna say it might be like mid A tier, lower A tier. This shit cranks, and I mean, it's the same thing, right? Like, this is a more setup based version of lock, I guess. Setup based. It's not really, but when you land the fear and connect the bolts and you're just throwing them big green footballs at somebody, bro, like, yeah, shit's gonna hurt. Shit's gonna hit the fan real fast. If you're a Destro lock main, I think you'll do just fine. I mean, there's gonna be some things that are really annoying to verse, like, I don't know, maybe Della Melee, DK Warrior, but other than that, you should be okay, man. You should be alright. Dev, even after the nerfs, and especially in solo shuffle scenario, I'm probably gonna put him S tier. These fucking dragons, man, they're still swooping around, still doing a shit ton of damage. They're hard to slow. I'm gonna put it S. I think it's pretty damn strong, and it deserves to be an S still. Disc Priest, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, even after the nerfs, we know this shit is still nasty. Still doing ridiculous damage, ridiculous healing, like God mode, bro. God mode healer. Ellie Shaman. A tier. Dudes, Ellie in the right hands. This fucking class can zap you from 100 to nothing instantly. Alright? But I'm saying in the right hands. Like, I swear 1 minute you're gonna be like tunnel vision, like you're gonna be killing the warrior in the next second. You're gonna look over and fucking buddy over there just passed out from lightning bolt overload or something, dude, and you're like, what the fuck just happened, you know? That's just Ellie Shaman. But yeah, good class overall. Oh, dude, other steroid abuser. Enhanced Shaman, needles, baby. Dudes, they got a lot of buffs. They're actually kind of buffing. They're bumping right now. I still don't think they're like insane. Like, they're definitely not S tier. But I do think they deserve. Are they A tier? Like, am I gonna be the only guy that doesn't put him in A tier? I'll put him low A tier, man. I'll put him low A tier. They're still, you know, they're not like, they're not a DK and they're not a Fury Warrior, but they do really well, in my opinion. They do really, really well. Feral Druid, S tier. They actually just got buffed on their bleed damage, so they're just gonna be doing insane damage all around, and there's really not much to talk about. Nothing really changed here. Feral, like, they got a little nerf to Ferocious Bite, but all their bleed damage got buffed, so they're doing alright, man. They're killing it. Yeah, what the you know, let's just not put this on the list because it's so bad. Like, Fire Mage, I don't even know if that's a spec anymore, so we won't even put that on the list. Frost Mage. Yeah, this motherfucker just got nerfed, man. This wizard looking motherfucker just got nerfed. Like, Ice Lance nerf, their survivability got nerfed, but they got buffed on their damage they have to cast. And this meta's kind of nutty, but you do have precog, so I do think Frost Mage is still gonna do A-okay. I'm gonna have to budge them down just one though. So they're gonna go somewhere in the A tier right next to their buddy Arcane there, alright? They're fine right there. Frost DK. Dude, I got a lot of A tier going on here. I just think everything's pretty good right now. Alright. Frost DK is probably A tier. I mean, maybe. Shit. Like, low A tier with the enhanced Shaman, I think. I still think there's like a lot of damage output for this class, and it's a lot more setup, I guess. But I mean, it still cranks, it still pumps. You still have a lot of windows to win. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just you could play Unholy and do just, you know, that much better. Fury Warrior. Dude, that's tough. I still want to put it in S tier, but part of me wants to take it down to A tier too. I mean, it's still kind of crazy too. Like, Fury Warrior cranks. It pumps. It really does. And dude, I'm not gonna second guess it. Let's just put that shit in S tier and go on. Demon Hunter. There's another A tier class. It does just fine, and I didn't, you know, the buffs just came out. They got 10% to all their damage or whatever. So who knows? They might bump up to S. I don't think they are. I think they're still going to be A, but they're just going to be that much more annoying. I hate Demon Hunters, dude. I hate them. But we'll keep them there at A. Holy Priest. I'm going to put Holy Priest B tier. I don't really have... Are they even B tier or are they like C tier? I don't see any Holy Priest. Actually, I have been seeing a couple more Holy Priest here and there. They ain't Disc Priest, but I think they're doing okay. H-Pal just got a shit ton of buffs. So maybe I'll put that top of B tier, like top B tier. I think that's pretty valid, right? Like this has got to be something like this. The problem is, like, the only healers I see are Disc Priest and Prez Evokers, and then sometimes I'll see a Druid or a Shaman, but like I don't verse too much variety, you know. It just seems like that's what it is. So I'm just kind of winging the healers thing here, man. Maybe B tier. Let's go B tier, man. Mistweaver Monk. They got a bunch of buffs too, man. Maybe we'll put that at B tier as well. I'm not gonna speak on the healers too much, man. Let's just get those done. Prez Evoker. Let's take that right back to its brother in there, Disc Priest. These guys are the breadwinners. They are doing just fine still, even after the nerfs. All right, they're still the top freaking G's. Outlaw Rogue. Oh, dude, this class. I'm actually gonna put it at C. I don't think it's that good. I mean, it can be played. Like it is definitely not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not like, oh man, I can global this guy 100 out. Like, no, this shit's like it's mid, man. Like, there's nothing much to talk about. It's just a mid spec. You know, I don't really have it. It's all right. And listen, I main rogue, man. Like, well, now I don't know, man. I'm really liking my Marks Hunter lately, but I do main rogue, and it's like, I just don't think it's that good anymore. It's really not. Resto Shaman, dude. I do see a couple of these, so maybe like this is how I would do it, and then with Resto Druid being maybe like, am I on crack for putting this on A tier? I feel like Resto Druid does okay, or is it vice versa, the Shaman? Maybe this is how it looks, right? And then like it's like this: Resto Shaman, R Druid, and then you have something like this. Like then you have Holy Paladin, Mistweaver, H Priest. I think that looks okay, man. Ret Paladin, you guys are crankers, bud. You popping them wings, man, getting a lightsaber out there, you know? No, but for real, guys, probably like mid pack A tier. They can play with a lot of things, and especially in solo shuffle, they have like a lot of support for the team. They also have a lot of damage output, so they're a pretty solid class. Shadow Priest, same deal there. I actually think Shadow Priests are kind of nuts. Middle of the pack, A tier somewhere. Great utility, great damage output. It can help the team out a shit ton if played right. You're doing just fine, bud. And then we got the TM Peekaboo spec. I'm gonna put this up in A tier because unless you're not Peekaboo, this shit could be really annoying to play if you're not like a good sub rogue. Because like with stun DRs, like sub rogue is very set up. Like you can't just go in there. You will your first like 10 games. You can just run in there, pop blades, win instantly. But honestly, you can't just win like doing damage. Like if you log on a warrior, you can win probably just doing damage. This, like, if everything's on stun DR, you're not killing shit. You might be killing something in a duel, but in reality, you're probably not. Like if people not hit their defensives, I mean, also like I used to love sub rogue too, man. But like I don't know, something about it now. I just call it the peekaboo spec because every time I think of sub rogue, all I hear in my head, and this is like what I see in visuals. I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna sap this guy. I'm gonna cheat blades, shadow strike, eviscerate, cheap again, duel, secret tech, blind healer trinket. Oh, it's over! Like something like that, dude. Like I just see peekaboo doing some weird shit. So I'm like, you know what? That can be the peekaboo spec. I'm done. I don't care anymore. I'm playing all this other shit. I'm having fun now. All right, no more sweat. Nah, for real. I still love sub rogue, but I'll probably put it up there in A tier. If played right, it could be S tier. I mean, I said if played right, anything could be S tier, but this one really could be S tier if played right. Survival Hunter, I think, is pretty damn strong. I might put survival B. Shit. I'm putting a B, like all around. It's not as good as Marks for sure. BM with the proclaimed buffs and everything. BM's supposed to be insane, but I haven't seen that yet, so who knows? This tier list could be completely wrong by next week. I have no idea. Unholy DK. Lots of people said this went down to A. Nah, bro. Nah, fam. This is still gonna be, in my opinion, the best melee spec to play in solo shuffle. I still think this is gonna be the Titan. This is gonna be the monster. I still think the rest here easily, even with the nerfs, even if they feel a little bit weaker, they're still gonna be doing the most damage ever, bro. Well, that and Affliction Lock. But they're going to be doing insane damage. I still feel like they're kind of tanky here and there. Like, dude, they do well into about everything, you know? Like, you can pair an Unholy DK now with literally anything, and it's going to do just fine. So, fuck it. It's staying S tier, and I'm holding my ground, man. Fuck. Windwalker Monk. Spin to win, baby. We're spinning to win. Probably somewhere in A tier. I think they're really good, really strong. They have great support once again for the team. Usually they're the kill target, so if you're an insane Windwalker Monk, like cracked out of your mind on shit tons of Adderall, you'll never die probably because you could port. And yeah, so you're gonna stay there in the A tier, bud. Alright, and these last two specs are kind of troll, man. Like I said, Fire Mage, dude, like it's actually so bad. But like Outlaw is definitely better than Fire Mage, but these are like, well, they're just not really what you think they are, you know, but we're just going to put that there, and what is Augmentation Evoker? Haven't seen one all expansion, so might as well put it with the tanks, and you know what? Let's put this dead end spec with the tanks too. Guys, this is my tier list. I hope you all enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Peace.